Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground. We're going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work first. The Bayou Bengals flex on their boot rivals the last time these two met and won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. We talked to a lot of LSU fans and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught in the backfield, it's Roy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, what vision.
so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Wilson will throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24.
And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, and much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Flying down the left side. The 30. At the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, But after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Here on third down for this offense. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a golden boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South.
It's a seam wide open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's
gashing the knee on the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Coates. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, LSU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wilson will throw. Firing deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought. The 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wilson to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Creates a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Rourke. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wilson will throw. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Rourke. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Grab behind the line. It's Higgins. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
So now it's second and long. They'll go back to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead.
Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Grabbed in the middle, it's Woods. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive work.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.